Today we are going to record awesome sounding basic guitar in Logic. This will work with any DAW, but I just use Logic. But we're going to go ahead and try to record just a good basic guitar sound. A lot of the guitar sounds that come in the programs are just not good. So we're going to get just a basic guitar sound to practice with or record with, and a good starting point for any song. So you're going to go up here. I already have Logic open. I'm going to go here, File, and start a new song, a new project. What that's going to do is open up to create some new tracks here. I'm going to add one guitar track just to keep it simple today. But I'm going to go ahead and just start from the beginning here just so everyone can see exactly what I'm doing. So it's going to be on the first input here. My guitar's hooked up to the number one input. I'm going to go ahead and enable recording so we can hear the guitar. Actually, we'll turn that off for now. I can turn it on later. I'll create one track, and my inputs and outputs are all set up. That's kind of a whole different story. We can talk about that later. But go ahead and we select guitar here. I'm going to go ahead and create the track. What that's going to do, as you can see here, it added just one track in the entire project. And it also actually loaded up some preset guitar here. These are good starting points, I guess. They're all very specific, and I just don't prefer any of the presets really in any of these programs. They're just not, they don't seem to be made by guitar players. So I usually start on my own. So that's kind of what we're showing you here today. I'm going to go ahead and, if you go here on the track, I'm going to delete or reset the channel to just have nothing on it. There's just going to be, we're just going to go blank. So I hit reset the channel, and if I record enable here, what you're going to hear is just plain clear guitar coming through my interface. So as you can hear there's just nothing. It's just basic guitar coming through, no effects or anything. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and click, not EQ, I'm going to go down to Audio Effects, and I'm going to select, these are all the different effects you can add to the track. So I'm going to add amps and pedals, and then I'm going to add an amp designer, which is the basic just Logic, Logic amp program that comes with it, and then mono. And as you can see, that loaded up here the amp simulator in the program, and it just defaulted here to this one here. Up here, these are all the basic defaults that are also over here, kind of the same thing. But we don't want to worry about those right now. We want to go down here. This is where you just kind of get to the basic amp. Model is the combos. It'll load up a combo already kind of preset. But if you want to get a little bit more specific, what I'll do is just add the head and the cabinet separate, and just keep a basic amp on the in Logic. No effects, no delays, no compression or anything like that. Just playing through a guitar amp. And usually the best guitar sounds that I get start right there, and then you can kind of tweak it from there. So as you can see here, the amp, I'll go ahead and select, I like the the modern British head. And then for the cabinet, you just select whatever cabinet you want. One that sounds good with the British head is the modern American 4x12. So let's select that. That's pretty much all you need to do. Obviously, if you want to get more specific, you can adjust the microphones here. A good SM57, just a basic mic that they amp with guitars. You can kind of move it around a little bit. But basically, you're going to get, the majority of the sound you're going to get is just amp and cabinet. And that's going to be like if you're going to Guitar Center and just, playing through your amp at home in the bedroom, without all the computer stuff inside, just head, cabinet, and then going through the computer. So, and then you can also adjust the effects here, as you would if you were practicing with a real amp. Maybe bump up the mids a little bit. So let me go ahead and let's hear what this sounds like, and you can hear just how raw and big that sounds without the preset effects. As you can see, that sounds pretty good. Just a basic guitar amp sound without all the weird effects and stuff that the program gives you. So I like to start there, and it's very helpful if you're practicing, playing along with music. That's a good place to start. If you're recording guitars on a song, that's a good place to start. And you can always tweak and EQ the guitars later, compress the guitars later. But that starts you with a good basic, raw, uncompressed sound, and then you can kind of, harness it from there. So that's what I like to do on my recordings. And before I end here, I wanted to show, if you go here, let's close this. If you go here to the presets, let's say we're in electric guitar, we're going to select a crunch guitar sound, and let's just select any of them here. You're going to get a very strange, just very specific, peculiar sound on a lot of these presets that I just don't like to start with. Let's hear this one. So none of them sound specifically bad, but they're all very specific sounding. Hear the delays in there and things like that. So, I mean, they're fun to play around with a little bit, but if you just want just a basic guitar sound, that's why I always recommend just the, just a basic amp like you would practice in your room, and that's always a good starting point. So, there you go. How to record just good sounding, amazing guitar, raw, just through an amp in Logic Pro. Thank you. Bye-bye.